What's good? What's good? Not my brain. I'm very melancholy right now. In fact, I woke up this morning with a dump of hormones in my stomach and that general sense of like dread and anxiety that I used to have, but I thought I had gotten over. It's been a few years since that has really been a problem for me. But there was a point in my life where for months, I just immediately, when I woke up, hormone dump in the stomach, tightness in the chest, dread, anxiety. That's when my financial situation was at its worst. I'm not at like that bad of a point right now, but I'm not at a good point right now. And my body knows it. It's so funny. It's literally, my body just knows that I do not have good shelter. My body knows that I do not have good food. On a deep level, I can feel it. And so I know that it should be triggering me to do something about it, but I'm just exhausted. And in fact, I just got a comment on my short that I made yesterday, talking about the job fair. And that's kind of what started this malaise or this melancholy. Really bad job fair experience. And then also, I don't know if you saw the news, the Biden-Harris administration. So on the same day, I had a bad job fair experience and then found out that the Biden-Harris administration inflated their job numbers for last year by like 880,000 or something. So they inflated it by almost 1 million. And you know, people on the inside did that on purpose. They're doing everything they can to keep this carefully constructed narrative from toppling, but it's inevitable. It's going to topple. But on that short, somebody had, pretty much told me to suck it up. 40K is totally fine for supporting a family in this economy. And it depends on where you live and like if you have housing or not already. But if you live in a not cheap place and you are starting from the bottom, 40K it's not good. You're not going to get anywhere meaningfully with that salary. And so then that kind of connects. And when I say meaningfully, I mean to have an ability to participate in material reality. Whatever this construct is, one of the purposes is to interact with this material. So when I say material reality, I literally mean the things you can touch, feel, smell, interact with. Nature and mankind's ability to create and interact with nature. So to me, that means quality housing. That means having a little bit of land. That's not too much to ask for. There is plenty of land in America. That's the thing. That is not me wanting too much. That is not me being greedy, wanting just a few acres of land. There is an abundance of land on this planet. And so then that person called me out, and I don't even have the energy to fight with them anymore. I just had commented, I hope you and your family experience health, wealth, wisdom, and love. Because that's all, if you want to come at me, that's all. I'm either going to just ignore you or I'm going to send you love, because you get what you give in this universe. Even though right now I don't have much to give, I'm like, it's like noon and I've done nothing today. I woke up at 8. I laid in bed for an hour. And I was also thinking, while I'm just being a little bitch, I'm going to see someone next week that I haven't seen in like a year. I'm going to be doing some work for him, and I'm dreading seeing him because I'm dreading having to answer the question, how are you? What have you been up to? Because I've done nothing with my life. I'm not okay, but I don't want to, people don't care. People don't care that you're not okay. Why do men not talk about their feelings? Because people don't care. Because often our problems are materially related, which means it requires resources to help fix it. And nobody wants to give away a bunch of resources There have been generous people in my life, but this collective problem we're dealing with of just chaos within our communities, the scarcity, this fake scarcity of resources paradigm that perpetuates so much toxic interaction between our individuals and communities. I'm getting way off subject right now. I'm just disappointed in myself, but I don't know what to do. And yeah. And, I was also thinking, I don't even know, like, what help to ask for, because I've asked. I have done the Facebook things, and I've asked people, what industries, or if they know anyone that's hiring, and people, like, it's very vague. People always give, like, the shittiest answers. It's like, oh, go check ziprecruiter.com or something. And it's like, that's like, I know the internet exists, but so much of finding a job is about who you know, and it's about networking and connections. And over the last 10 years, I've lost a significant portion of my connections because, I'm a mopey bitch, and people don't want a mopey bitch around. So people just sort of trickle away. And I get it. I'm also an opinionated bitch, and people don't like that either. People vehemently disagree with me on things, but I think, my worldviews are anti-authoritarian, so it's wild to me people disagree with me. But I'm not going to throw this thought out there. I'm just going to end the video thanking anyone who watches and sending love to anyone who hates.